Good evening, AR-15 Snob Free. I am doing a video tonight to show you how to properly install a clamp-on handguard. This clamp-on handguard is actually from GrendelHunter.com. It's a really nice handguard, and I'm going to show you how simple it is to install this. But first, just give you a close-up of this handguard system. This one's an M-lock. It's a 13.5 inch. It's got a slant cut on the end. Milled out pretty nice. Really good quality after looking it over for a while. The top rail is milled out to save on weight. And it, like I said, is a clamp-on handguard. And there's Grendel Hunter's logo on the front, or on the back towards the end of the handguard. And good old made in the USA, milled out on the top there. Other side's the exact same, it just has same logo and everything. This is a T6 6061 extruded aluminum, made in America, and it's the whole, hard coat, anodized, whole class 2. Level 3 or type 3 or class 3 type 2. I always forget what it is. But yeah, really nice. Just about $100, a little bit over $100 on GrendelHunter.com. And I'm going to be putting this on my 6.5 Grendel. It's a side charger. But yeah, just to get right into it, I already pre-torqued the barrel nut. Did that twice. Did about 35 pounds of torque. And it's always good to do that first, just to treat the threads, takes off any burrs, whether it's in the barrel nut or on the actual upper receiver's threads. Plus it kind of stretches them a little bit. Basically it gets them ready to take on the full torque. I have applied some Aeroshell 33 MS, which is great. Big ass tub like this you can find on Amazon for relatively cheap. I think it's like $6, something like that. Not bad priced. I've seen a lot of like little tins that have like a builder's sample. That's a bunch of crap. You're paying like $7 for that tiny little like quarter ounce or whatever. Just be smart. If you're gonna do a few builds, buy this big ass tub. It's gonna last you forever and it's cheap. So I already applied the Aeroshell 33 MS. Already did my 2 initial torques and broke it free. So now I'm going to do the final torque. I'm going to show you how easy it is. If you've ever done any other style barrel nut, you have to usually time the barrel nut to allow the gas tube to enter into the upper receiver. With a lot of the slim rails on the market, you don't necessarily have to worry about gas tube clearance, but you do have to line up the holes that are drilled and tapped to allow the hardware to lock down onto the barrel nut. With this one, a clamp-on style, it's different. You don't have to worry about that, which is really nice. So I am just going to hand thread the barrel nut back on, trying to do this one-handed. There we go. Get my hand out of the way. Just hand thread this. Like I said, it's really good quality. Threads on just like nice and tight. So after you hand thread it on, Grendel Hunter also supplies this torque wrench adapter. So basically, these flats that are cut onto the barrel nut, you just slide this on. What's really nice, what I really appreciated with this adapter, is the fact that it's cut for a 3/8 adapter or a 1/2 inch. My torque wrench is actually 3/8, and a lot of barrel nuts are 1/2 inch, so I had to get a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter for it. With this one, you don't have to worry about it. You got either one. So I've already done the prep work. I've already taken off my gas block and gas tube, and also my muzzle device. So you just slide this over the end here, all the way down. And since I still have my scope on, I'm going to have to kind of work with this to have clearance. So, once you get this on, I'm going to be tightening it, so I need to get this around here a little bit. Alright, hopefully that'll give me enough clearance. And you take your torque wrench, which I've already set it up to do 50 foot-pounds of torque. Generally, you don't need that much, which some of you guys already know. With clamp-ons, it's just personal preference. I do 50 foot-pounds of torque. That way I get it on there nice and snug. I'm not past or exceeding the mil specs, but standard, and I'm still, a good bit above the minimum. So basically, I'm just gonna, again, trying to do this one-handed, and that's the 1/2 inch, dumbass. Okay, rotate this around so I can get the 3/8, since I didn't put on the damn adapter. And this barrel nut has a very good tight fit. Some of them I've seen can be a little bit sloppy. So we're going to attach our torque wrench, and we are set at 50 foot-pounds, so I'm just going to tighten this bad boy up. Again, one-handed, which isn't helping anybody. And I'm loosening it, because I'm a dumbass, and I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, so have it set for 50 foot-pounds. Just going to give it a crank. I'm actually going to set my phone down for a second, and you'll be able to hear the torque wrench click, probably. And there's the click. So, now that we torqued it to 50 foot-pounds, which is just my preference, you're now good to go with the barrel nut. After that, all you have to do is slide on the handguard, and as you can see, it's nice and even with the upper receiver. There's no dip or no rise to it. Really good quality. And yeah, that's all you got to do. And then from there, you just tighten down these 2 locking bolts, which clamp down onto the barrel nut, and you're golden. That's it. I really like these clamp-on style. They're super easy. They're quick. You don't have to dick around with shims or anything like that. You just torque it to whatever spec that you're shooting for, whether you're doing the minimum at 35 or whatever. I wouldn't go past like 65, but that's me. Again, it can handle it, but there's no sense in putting all that force on it when you don't have to. But yeah, locks down. He did have older models that had anti-rotation tabs. He actually changed that. I talked to Andy Hobein at GrendelHunter.com. He changed that because there's enough guys that are running these billet uppers, and the anti-rotation tabs only work for standardized forged upper receivers. So if you had a billet, you could still use the older ones. You just have to basically grind off the tabs for the anti-rotation. So these newer ones, they don't have that. And in case anybody was wondering, it does have the M-Lock stamp. This is really good quality. I would actually say I would take this over a Stinger, but again, that's my personal preference. I happen to really like this style. I really like the looks. I like the slanted cut. Like I said, it's very lightweight. I didn't put on a scale or anything, but it's very lightweight. And as you can see, it's milled out a lot. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to contact GrendelHunter.com. Or if you want, you can message me or whatever. If you want to get more in-depth and closer up pictures or whatever, that's cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you out there.